G'day everybody, it's me again. Thought I'd do a bit of an update. I haven't done an update in a long time, sort of give you an idea where things are at. Sorry about the wind, the weather is absolutely shocking. It's cold, it's wet, it's disgusting. And yeah, I've got a few little bits and pieces that I'd like to do some sort of autopsies on. I found this a medical infusion pump. Now what this does is, this is what pumps the drip into your blood at the correct rate, and you know, obviously medicates you properly without killing you. I actually found this out the front of a veterinarian centre, so like an animal vet, an animal doctor. They use the same stuff, so there isn't really much difference, but probably you'd use something a bit more modern with a human these days. They do have some interesting features, but I'll go into that when I do the video on that. I did a bit of research. I have been cleaning up out here. It's been absolutely shocking. I've got crap everywhere. I've got my poor server out here kind of in the weather, which is no good for it. I'll move that in after I do this actually. Plasma TV, it's dead. Got a crack in the display panel, so it's lost all its gaseous charge, so it no longer displays at all. I originally thought there was something wrong with the inverter board, but no, it's not. The whole panel is shit. I think something else fried out the inverter board afterwards. I've been going through my junk piles. A lot of this stuff I am just going to throw out. Some of it I might give to Josh Wilkes, because he's local. I can just literally dump it in his front yard and I don't think he'll mind too much. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff here that I've either got to sort through or just simply scrap it. There's a couple of dead MOTs and things down there. Why am I keeping them? I don't know. There's the pump housing for the hoist. I have the new pump. I just need to put it in and do that all, but once again I don't feel like doing it while the weather's like this. I don't like getting wet, call me a bitch. Heister, neglected forklift number 2, is running again. It's not running the best. I need to do some more investigation. Worst case, I didn't get the cam timing quite right. I've done these motors a few times before, and sometimes, as bad as it sounds, it takes me a second try to get the timing right. They have quite a number of marks on both the bottom and top pulleys. So what I generally do is try and pick the one that's closest to what I feel to actually be top dead centers. For that matter, the ignition timing could be out, and that's all it is, or there's something up with the ignition. But yeah, it runs and starts fine. It's just a bit doughy, like it lacks power, and the intake sounds like I've got the cam timing wrong. So lucky it's not too hard to fix on these. But yeah, it's one of them things. Starts and idle's fine. It's going to need another adjustment on those valve tappets. It's done enough work now that, well, I've run it long enough now that they've sort of bedded in and they need their final adjustment. Had trouble with these heads before with funny things with rockers, but I won't go into that now either. My bloody phone is ringing. I'll have to call him back in a minute. I know Mick won't mind. Yeah, got the ute back. That's all fixed. That's all good again. I did have to check to make sure that they'd done good workmanship, but surprisingly enough, they fixed my centre bearing for me. The centre bearing in the tail shaft was really bad. I think they may have replaced my tail shaft when they did the gearbox. Don't know why they'd do that. I didn't ask for it, but it happened. Still got all of these bloody mowers out here. That one's really good. That's a keeper. That's a really good little shredder unit. That one and vac as well, I think. Yeah, chipper shredder vac. That one is going to be for sale. That's one of the old man's projects. The other 3 here, well, I'm pretty sure this one just needs a pull start, because that's all that seems to be broken, the pull start cord. Those other 2 I got from that scrap Falcon a long time ago. I'm going to blow them up horribly somehow one of these days. Oh, there's also behind in there's an interesting floor cleaner that I want to show everybody as well. Yep, still fucking shit everywhere out here. Also have a couple of UPS battery packs. have to give them a try, see if any of the batteries are any good. Some of them show signs of corrosion on the terminals, which means there may have been some power in them at one stage. Obviously that main UPS unit is going to be dead, it's just going to be parts. But that's going to be one of the little, I don't know, autopsy or Alex version of an autopsy. I finally also did some work on this cargo motor. I got the gearbox off. I got the starter motor turning it much better now. I think there was something in the gearbox was dragging, that's why the starter didn't turn so well. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks or the next week or so I'll get onto that one too. Pickle's got his skateboard here. We are going to attempt to put an electric motor I've got on that and use one of my, not using an IGBT brick, but using smaller IGBTs to make a drive for it. You guys probably saw the video of mine that I did the IGBT drive. That was fairly much perfect. And yeah, there's still freaking machines everywhere which are going to waste, rotting. Partially my fault, partially the old man's fault. There's just, sales just aren't going at the moment, so not a lot going on there. Now that I walk past this, I'll grab it because I've been looking for that. It's an old charade alternator that I'm going to turn into a brushless DC motor. And yeah. Oh, that wind, it's cold. Ooh. Apart from that, I've been doing naughty things with gas tanks, which we won't discuss on YouTube. You guys can probably guess. And hopefully, finally, I'll be able to dig my way back down to the bench here and clean everything up. And then by the time the weather sort of dries out again, I'll be able to start mucking around out here again. I used to have a lot of fun out here. You probably, if anyone followed long enough, you probably remember this high voltage MOT sort of transformer thing. It's been sitting there for about 6 months. It gives you an idea how much work I've been doing out in the workshop lately. Been doing a lot of repairs mechanically and mucking around, but not really been having any fun. You know, all work and no play make Alex something. Yeah, well, the something part's already here. Bet you a couple of you that you know me a bit better that I've been talking to on other mediums will probably realise Alex has been going a bit nutty lately. Anyway, so many goodies in there, so many goodies, so much stuff I could be playing with, but I just motivation factor. Those big motors I've really got to do something with one of these days too. And there's all sorts. There's a leaf blower in there. There's still my 4 horsepower motor getting ruined there. There's another 2.5 over here which is just getting ruined. It's been left in the rain. That thing's probably not too happy with me. I bet the carburetor's all blocked up on that again too. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. Enough of rambling and whinging and boning on. And hopefully I'll get the hoist fixed this weekend because I've got the new pump. And now that the Commodore is back, I can start putting the turbo on the charade as well. So enough waffle-o-matic for me. And yeah, thanks for watching.